the studio ready for a painting. So I thought, well, I'll just take a moment to sort of show you the process. And first of all, we have to get the materials out. Let's get everything out of the way. And this is my giant art cupboard in the corner of the studio. This is roughly half of it here, and there's the other half. And this is just absolutely stuffed full of paints and brushes. These, for instance, these are just full of brushes. And there's just more brushes over there, and there's more materials up there. So, and this is just sort of just one of the places I store the materials I've got. For my everyday painting needs, I have this, which is a lovely little store with some brush holders at the base here, which is absolutely perfect for keeping those brushes nice and in order. My Bob Ross brushes there, and I keep all my synthetic brushes on the other side. Of course, I have some paints laid out there for another project. But today's painting project, well, it's this one. It's the Lake District, and I'm going to be painting this with water mixable oils. So I thought I'd just show you my little box of water mixable oils. I keep them kind of nicely arranged in order. And if I look at the reference photograph, let's grab that. Here's the reference photograph I'm working from. And the question is, what sort of colours do I need? How many colours do I need is probably the first question. How many colours would you pull out of the box to do this painting? Because I suspect probably more than I would. So let's have a look and see what I've actually pulled out. So, arranged from left to right here. Here are my lighter colours. So a nice cerulean blue for the sky, Payne's grey and some titanium white. The next two colours, sap green and some alizarin crimson. Again, these are sort of bright highlighting colours and really quite vivid and strong. And then for everything else, I'm going to go with these earth tones. I hope you can see this okay. And these ones are yellow ochre, raw sienna, and a burnt sienna. So I'm going to attempt to do the whole painting with just those, 8 paints, 8 colours. If I have to add another one, I'll be surprised, because I tend to like to try and paint with as few colours as possible. And I think this is, again, something which maybe as beginners, when we're starting to learn to paint, we tend to pull every paint that we have out of the box and try and use every one of them. And my answer is don't. Simplify your palettes. Bring it down to the bare minimum that you need to use, because that way you can keep everything nice and harmonious. I think what happens a lot of the time is we start painting off, and then sort of about halfway through we suddenly go to the paint box and pull out another colour that's nowhere else in the painting. We start using that. We stand back and it looks like a real accident because nothing's harmonious. So I try and use the same colours all the way through and share those colours between each other, so that way everything sort of knits together nicely. It's something I was taught many, many years ago, and I think it will stand you in good stead as well. So I might pop back and do a little bit of live later on when I've actually started the painting process. If you're interested in finding out how this painting progresses, it's going to be a tutorial that goes out this Monday at 6 o'clock in the UK, which is the thing about 10 o'clock in the Pacific Coast US, and about 2 o'clock on the East Coast. I'm probably wrong with those timings, but you get the idea. Anyway, it'll be a full tutorial as usual, and I look forward to seeing you then. Maybe another live stream soon.